Hey, what's up, Chris? Yeah, Happy New Year's to you, man. Cheers. Hey, you wanna know something crazy? See, when you're watching a film in the theater with a friend or a loved one or whoever, or you're just at home and you got your VCR or your DVD player and you're sitting cross-legged on the couch eating a quart of Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream all by yourself with all the lights off except the one on in the bathroom or the one by the kitchen sink, and you're not really thinking about this too much because we watch movies all the time and they've always been around, but we often fail to notice the fact that every movie is an exaggeration or someone's interpretation of what life looks like when we don't see the camera. See, we always say things like, why can't it be like the movies? Or, that didn't turn out like the way it did in the movies. See, it's all about emotions. Film and TV is better than life. It's like we're reaching out for something better than the real thing. Because real life hurts and is embarrassing. And despite the other hand that life has some wonderful and beautiful ways about it, it always seems and looks like it feels better or worse on the film. See, it's that drive for passion in our lives that life just can't fill, so we turn to the screen for a remedy. See, I know this is nothing new that I'm talking about, but it just kind of hit me tonight when I was watching Good Will Hunting that I wish that my heart could experience what the actors portrayed they were feeling or sounding or looking like in that particular scene. See, sometimes I just sit there and I stare at the character on the screen and it feels like I know exactly how he feels. Well, either way, one thing's for sure. That I didn't start this fire nor desires for a sure thing. Swing and miss is just the kiss that left my lips resisting. At 16 I split and hit the highway riding this dream like electric pulses in the brainstem dismissing. Energy that claps of thunder rolls in old ignitions. Memories so close you feel the wind blow, exploding visions of a life forgotten, lost in time and time's constricting. Thoughts and lots of heartache, choice mistakes still keep on kicking at my heels to steal my movement, twisting, tearing down my hopes that don't provoke me. Pain like woman giving labor cloaks me, won't she hold me? Slowly stroke my forehead as my eyelids hide my ideas and irises of eyelash shades, horizon lace. Even on the desert plains, changes in the temperature reminds me not to mention her. Better yet, remember her. Feeling in the fingertips, November turns December. Burdens of a winter's yoke returns to work the morning when she enters. Embers paint the chimney black and back we stack the Douglas fir. Never said a single word, just thinking of the way things were. Longing for the love in her, thinking of the way things were. Longing for the love in her, longing for the love in her. Crazy chasing time, going crazy chasing time. There's just too much on my mind, there's just too much on my mind. Man, if everything would stop, and if everything would stop, then I could catch up from behind, I could catch up from behind. Dive inside of my mind and try to live this way, like a rat on a wheel in a real craze for the Macy's days. Since this time has got my wrist, my efforts must persist and push the envelope with hopes it all goes down like this. I'm twisting around like a cyclone with emotional stress in the briefcase, and in case an emergency hits, just call, I'm here to help you. Remember at the lost hills when you fell down, I was there to restore your portion of the strength we need to press on and lose all my papers. Can't believe it. Dive inside of my mind and try to live this way, like a rat on a wheel in a real craze for the Macy's days. Since this time has got my wrist, my efforts must persist and push the envelope with hopes it all goes down like this. I'm twisting around like a cyclone with emotional stress in the briefcase, and in case an emergency hits, just call, I'm here to help you. Remember at the lost hills when you fell down, I was there to restore your portion of the strength we need to press on and organize priorities for maximum perception. Anxious of nothing, patience for something big that'll swing the balance with your talents for consumption. Confused and overwhelmed with so much at the helm, with too many claims attempts to stake mistakes, create impossible realms of ever achieving any dream and all believing that somehow receiving status matters when the manners on the platter. Catastrophic transformations gather tightly. Spiritually the gain is bound in heaven, sounding mighty. My pursuits refuse to lose me, refuse to use me loosely. It's futile to compile all these moves like Bruce Lee and wrap myself in anger, tangled up in worry, strangled by this pang to hang it up, complete but hurry. Rushed and smothered in shortcuts with a relative to the anguish and amazement placed in a deep throat and swallowed up by the stressful. Pressed for time, regretful, and mentally scheduled vessels, letting go of proper growth for motion sickness. Lick this wrestling match before you're hurt. Burn out from your work. Burn out from your work. I'm going crazy chasing time. Going crazy chasing time. There's just too much on my mind. There's just too much on my mind. And if everything would stop, and if everything would, I can catch up from behind. Catch up from behind. Breakable, yes, I'm frail, so frustrated when I'm nailed. Pale face when faced with challenges I know I can't accomplish. No need to be pompous, puffed up, just honest. Remarks when my heart can't take it, Lord, I know you're on this. Like an ice pack on the back of an athlete, troubled and muffled out with the shadow of a crowd. Too loud to adhere, a delicate thought on his mind is clear. Come all, come near, take rest out in my past year. Last year was left there, so when life was up, I lied there. Right there. Never give up, never surrender. One step at a time, 2 feet on the pavement. Dwelling kills the mind, endurance keeps it fragrant. Scent when you're bent over backwards and stuck in the mud with flat foots. Put the knife down slowly, produce the proof, the lowly angel in your side. That life is not for pockets deep, so deep you lose your sleep to keep the mouse fed. Head trips to stay ahead, enough to wake the dead. The pencil lead is ready when you are. Try not to push it too far, align your time with 1 star. All this helps me benefit the gifts of love that God spreads. When I'm in need I see his word and long to see what he said. Planted in the soil, in the sun I toil. Boil over the edge of sweat and fret and let the spoils coil up and wither with my health. What else is left but regrets and patience played the set and laid to rest. I'm not impressed nor dressed to contort or sort my ship's distress in this port. Unfortunately, so I submit my grip to you, Lord. I'm not impressed nor dressed to contort. I'm going crazy chasing time. Going crazy chasing time. When there's just too much on my mind. When there's just too much on my mind. I just slow and give it rest. I just slow and give it rest. In the arms of the divine. In the arms of the divine.
God says, come to me, all of you who are weary and who are heavy laden. Come to me and I'll give you rest. That's what the song was about.
Dark eyes, gorilla suits, survival in the jungle. Roots communicate like apes to set it straight. What's mine is mine, what's yours is mine. And if you don't like it, fine. I've got the strength to change your mind and break you off at cost across the line. Helpless in effect, relentless pressure when you're pressed up. Pound for pound they drown you with low self-esteem, depression. Town to town, gorillas kill the come and go with hate and past aggressions, letdowns. Isolated hearts can find your life forever. Island fever breaks out and confusion sweeps your attitude. That'll do since anger makes you feel good, still no gratitude. They're mad at you with ill demeanor, feeding off of pride that hides the truth. These gorilla suits have a hope for removal. Forgiveness never dies because every human's useful. Let's end this masquerade and play it cool. Easier said than done, but one can make the difference. Fuel a different fire, leave it at the cross and lock all possibilities. Forever talking with or offer flavor in your mouth again. It's easy loving friends, but love for enemies and men who irritate your skin extends beyond the world and how we fend for self, cause self is all that matters. Christ from Babylon and on. Only love can free the dove and liberate the bond. Shackles, ankle braces, be gone. It's easy loving friends but love for enemies. And men who irritate your skin extends beyond the world and how we fight for self, cause self is all that matters. Christ from Babylon and on. Only love can free the dove and liberate the bond. Check. No matter how you look at me, we are the same. No matter how I look at you, I can't explain everything that troubles your life. I'd like to know, so we can kill the anger with a deeper love that grows. Deeper love. Man, you love it. It swells up from the stomach and burns the heart. Adrenaline, you love it, then rips apart your friends, your family, and any stranger passing. Casting shadows of your past is cold and tough to express, so lash out and grab at these habits nature gives you. Sin is sweet and easy, heated up gorillas live through anything that penetrates. The pain accumulates and builds a wall of stone that no one can demolish. So polish all those trophies that you won for biggest jerk. You work so hard to cover up those issues in the dirt. That's dirty pool oppression, desperately wants sunlight and we'll find it. Stab it with frustration, make or break it, bind it. Take it out on others, reputation lives on, sign it. Do for others as you wish they'd done for you, align it with your mind, heart, and soul. Roll it up and just it, roll it up and just it. No matter how you look at me, we are the same. No matter how I look at you, I can't explain everything that troubles your life. I'd like to know, so we can kill the anger with a deeper love that grows. No matter how you look at me, we are the same. No matter how I look at you, I can't explain everything that troubles your life. I'd like to know, so we can kill the anger with a deeper love that grows and grows and grows and grows on and on, grows on and on and on and on and on, grows and goes on and on and on, grows on and on. No matter how you look at me, we are the same. No matter how I look at you, I can't explain everything that troubles your life. I'd like to know, so we can kill the anger with the deeper love that grows.
Hey folks, thanks for coming down tonight. We got Jeremy Bolts performing American Hush. Enjoy.
We slowly laid these bricks and quickly tore them down. Now that sounds strange to me. I couldn't see what happened cause my CD was too loud. My TV plowed my mind and planted seeds with ruthless deep to be my conscious guiding light. My life the way it is. Who needs dependency? We're parading around like prize winners with dinner inside of the belly, excelling at telling it raw while broadcasting live all over the skates, inflating the head to keep up with pressure inside of the gates of future security breaches, leaking of secrets, found out of speeches, minimate satisfaction, each his own. So many identity issues, individualism's not a struggle, it's easy and settle with muddy rebuttals, expelling out of the mouth of the doubter, pounding a hammer, sledge to the edge, pounding a dead horse, borderline suicide. So why live if living is death in the end? My friend, I'll tell you, cause it's free. We live in slavery, bonded, chains around our names from past iniquities like equities. Lonely when the only life you know is on your back and the bills are stacking on your doorstep with poor representation. The basement has swallowed up everything under the sun. We hunger for meaning, but unfulfillment settles in. We're bent lamenting for edible evidence that perfectly captures the heart to start on the right street. To the beat of the drum I come to you, Lord, and give up these weak links to an American culture cultivating under the heat of eminent sculptures rolling over our people, soliciting evil, even myself, and lo, I'm feeding the swine to dine at the Hilton. Built in capitalism isn't a crime, but stepping on the neck of your brother is. We got to stand up for these kids and edify their lids for what it is. Nature gives no heed to discipline, especially me. I love to photosynthesize, deny I have responsibilities, assignments to just duplicate in due time. It'll all come crashing down like the Dow. Now if you know me, man, you know that I hate to talk about such gloom, but moved in my intestines twist and tighten when I'm frightened. Lighten up, they say. I would if I was sure that it could be all good one day. I would if I was sure that it could be all good one day. Oh, but it won't. I'm sure I would, but I just know it ain't. We slowly laid these bricks and quickly tore them down. Now that sounds strange to me. I couldn't see what happened cause my CD was too loud. My TV plowed my mind and planted seeds with roots as deep to be my conscious guiding light. My life the way it is. Who needs dependency?
Thanks for showing up for this thing. God only knows what it is, but it's good you're here.
If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it isn't, and contrary-wise, what it is it wouldn't be, and what it wouldn't be it would. Is it wouldn't be, and contrary-wise, would be what it isn't, and nothing would be what it isn't, and contrary-wise, what it will. Everything would be a world of my own. If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it isn't, and contrary-wise, what it is it wouldn't be, and what it wouldn't be it would. Why, in my world...
Stargazer. I am a stargazer, born to blaze the deepest space, chase the inner calling. I'm a falling child, placed between the ancient and anticipated brilliance to move the man in mind that catapults creative thought beyond a comprehensive grasp. Passing through the last, we're burning up too fast. My staff and I combine our maps to chart the hidden past. I've dedicated my life's work for decades, amazed the magistrates with my ability to follow rays of light that guide me right where I stand. We sail overseas to land America and Iran. We plan to land position in Japan by 3rd of May. They call me bird of night, I grid the open skies. My name is Dan. Daniel like the lions and by name but not by courage. My reputation flourishes, I'm permanently nourished, assured by the King of England and the New World. The earth rotates around the universe like pearls around the neck. I'm on the deck of new discovery. I've documented numerous amounts of stars, so close and so far. I've yet to feel the heat of one. For that my life is pouring paragraphs. I path emotions through prayer and my devotions. Some people say the world is flat, but I don't buy that. The pattern of the lunar movement proves the moon is spherical, in correlation with the miracle this planet's round as well. The constellations tell a story, each dispel a legend good for any fireside. I ride through history and myth ever since I was 6. I've been a sail on the ship in search of something I don't know. These low blows feel like slow motion. Ocean life is not for many, just the running and the empty-hearted, martyred spiritually. The darkest nights are south of Crete. The crashing waves create the beat. I sleep uneasy every night. I fight the good fight as mighty men of valor pass me in the light. A crowd of witnesses in sight. Telescopes and hopes to catch the marvel. The seal is on the parcel, artistically arrested by the marshal. Drop the cargo, I follow where the star goes. Scale up to set the crow's nest and scatter when the storm blows. When the storm blows.
Stargazer am I. Stargazer am I.
I am nocturnal like the owl on the prowl in this infernal terminal. From birth to earth, the urn contains my kernel from my younger days when I was fascinated by the phases of the crescent. Warm and iridescent, omnipresent. Renegades they call us, I don't know, I'm just observing. Repenting towards the east, increasing thrust into the west, incurring 30 knots and casting lost to find the wonder serving. Limit is the sky, never let them die. Fly away on delicate serenity, goodbyes. Implies I won't return to steal the love and earn my wages. Sail through the ages, inexhaustible the pages fall like walls at Jericho. The ghost won't give up on me now. Down through genealogy, a shooting star goes blazing across my bow.
seems that I was born to chart the evening sky.
Action and reaction, the changing pace, passion, satisfaction, the human race, development, foundation, expanding space, computer age convenience, the saving grace. I'm wasting time behind the crosswalk, waiting for the signal shades to shift from red to green, from blood to money, color schemes to core the poor, have plastic lining lifestyles on white tile floors, more than you'd expect except the bed remains defiled. Denial's not the matter at hand, it's tolerance of all that I don't understand. We stand around and watch the monster stomp around the city through committee intercourse with pity parties like myself who can't reverse the mudslide, a tidal wave of slavery daily. Scrapers tear the atmosphere so we can breathe beneath the concrete baby. The lady lays her head upon his chest, the baby stays to rest. The bench becomes their nest, the cigarette inflames her breast. Digress, another red light, it's the dead of night. The streets deceive your eyes with neon. There's fancy cars to lean on. Thus we'll keep the heat on, watch the walls return from beyond. Everything's a silhouette and everyone's unsure. Stray from what is pure to entertain the moment's cure. I turn from mirror to mirror from here and disappear inside the blur. See, the urban internal infernos turning the streets into melting canals. The lady of lights, volcanoes are burning the feet of the people deep in her bowels. The urban internal infernos turning the streets into melting canals. The lady of lights, volcanoes are burning the feet of the people deep in her bowels. Deep in the bowels. The city's melting my brain. I can't seem to do this verse, so here we go. Innocence and incidents, incredible benevolence, incarcerated cops and crooked evidence seems relevant to city life. Corner stores and blocks, she likes to walk just like a rake. She scrapes them and befriends their weakness till they've lost and can't but help but crumble like a parking lot. This tunnel makes me tired. Pirates fire their cannons like a double barrel shotgun off the top. My clutch is hot and soft in traffic. She wears this dress that's like a dragon, black and wrapped in fabric. Stellar fortune tellers demonstrate the snake's temptation. Celebration of salvation sweeps the cells adjacent. Masons break the landmarks after dark. She's on her back. The butterfly finds rest inside her guest, undressed and flat. My best expression lasts but minutes, then it's finished. Still her image steady burns like kindle in the spindle of the Civic. Psalms 55:9. For I see violence and strife in the city. Day and night they prowl about on its walls. Malice and abuse are within it. Destructive forces are at work in the city. Threats and lies never leave her streets. The urban internal infernos turning the streets into melting canals. The lady of lights, volcanoes are burning the feet of the people deep in her bowels. The urban internal infernos turning the streets into melting canals. The lady of lights, volcanoes are burning the feet of the people deep in her bowels. Bowels, bowels, bowels. Try not to mind my voice. I'm quite sick. Nasal congestion. Traffic jams. Red lights. City workers, municipal crazers deep inside of my nostrils, and hospitals. Trying to just tell you about the gospel, but it seems impossible considering my nasal congestion problem. Thank you. Never think it's too late for a second time around to carry off the mountain cat. The Terry summer settles down, it's nearly July. I knew I couldn't leave, I had to see my swallow return to me and birth a baby angel free to breathe with ease. The flowers splash the riverbanks and trees with primaries, secondaries, naturals at their best. River rafts and kayaks promenade across my chest, address the celebration all year long. I'm strong and set to move on. Travelers of all songs prolong my ever endless monorail roller coasting out to sea. Ravines and water pockets, dreams you never seen. Clean easy at the stream and string it at the delta. Melted ice becomes a cream of salty froth. I'm off to see the world, ain't nothing gonna hold me. Delivered at the river, we're together, I'm not lonely. I can stand my share of breaks and I can take men out to sea. Harbor able sailors and bring pleasure to the beach. I am eternity. Divided up by land and sands of time to find my timeline.
Inside a river of flow I know reaches the pumping rate. I quench my thirst with a sip of the stream. Inside a river of flow I know reaches the pumping rate. I quench my thirst with a sip of the stream. I quench my thirst with a sip of the stream.
I'd forgotten that the river of life lives forever, so just let it run over me. I can't believe I left your riverbed, instead I fled and met the desert, wandering and thirsting, thinking bigger pictures, couldn't see this wonder burning in my gut like liquor. Liechtenstein and other poppers top it off, but can't compact the river fat as this or match its density's abyss. Risen when the floods come, overflow and then some. Serenade the Everglades, revitalize the kingdom. Run her down the middle to restore the reservoirs, so the dogs can have their bones back. Attract new wildlife, delight the slightest eye. Exciting, isn't it, to run amok the riverway? Unravel rapidly through rapids in the nude. Can't if I'm subdued, plants and man construed. The crucial basic straight, the river moves in fluent grooves. Fluids fill my lungs up, submerged and never seen. A servant to the current, awakened from a dream.
Inside a river of flow I know reaches the pumping rate. I quench my thirst with a sip of the stream. Inside a river of flow I know reaches the pumping rate. I quench my thirst with a sip of the stream.
Scramble, break the key off in the door and drop my things and sprint into the kitchen, grab the cord and snatch the phone and ring. Hello? Hello? Oh man, they hung up just as I received, can you believe that? And now my curiosity is reaching high velocity. It could have been P minus Shane or Jeff, perhaps my boss, and he's gotta be pissed since I missed the day before the ladder bladder causing pain. I gotta drain this liquid quickly, shuffle towards the bathroom, close the door behind me, forget the toilet seat and serenade the circle finally. In the distance I can hear the screaming ring of bells chimes. Can't attempt it this time, I gotta let it streamline. The answering machine will catch the message, I'll just let it. Better's not important, or maybe I'll regret it. Either way, thank God for technological contraptions that can track this like I can't. Back up when I'm occupied and strapped. End the session in progression to the kitchen, stricken in grief. They never leave a voice description when I need to see who's calling me, so I star 69. The situation's under control, and everything is fine. The line's connected, got you. Now who is this? Let me know. Jeremy, it's your boss, you gotta come to work tomorrow. No! Man, dang it. Operator, disconnect me, opportunity knocks. I want some peace to be alone from the community box. I like to talk and all, but need some isolation, please. I am a face-to-face believer, speaking face-to-face with ease. With ease. I like to talk and all, but need some isolation, please. Community box. I like to talk and all, but need some isolation, please. Check. Here we go. From satellite to wire strip, we got you. Can't escape the telephone, you got to answer whether or not you know whose voice you had no choice to hear and fear. They're right behind you. These days a phone could be implanted in your tissue. That's sick. Omnipotence insists we be disturbed and heard for miles. Lives are saved, I'm sure, but you could kill me with those styles. It's piles of bills and spilling rumors easily. I'm feeling queasy, bad reception. Climb the pole and hang myself with its conveniency. It's seriously negotiable. Free sellies, I'm not gullible, but hopeful I can restrain from getting entangled in this ball and chain insane. I think I'll keep my change and call collect and just remain invisible. Cause the beat always drops.
You already know that some music has many long sounds and other music has many short sounds.
How carefully do you listen?
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll see you later. Where will you go? Careen between the heavy smoke, floating like a steady stroke across the universe. The last to place my hand in his, I'll figure stretch from end to end on bended knee. Because this is the close of death, the dawn of life. The light is falling across the floor, the doors are wide. Your stride consumes the poor and nothing more. I forfeit, sit below is dignified. The full remorse for those who store their efforts here on earth and set aside the treasures through the season, bringing out the dead instead of rising. Like the sky, my eyes are fixed on Christ despite my crying. Driving back adversity, rising like sublimity. Eternity is just across the way. I'm here to stay and lay it down. To crown the King of Kings, the trumpet sound. Redeemer of peace, shepherd to all. There is nobody left to call, so take your pictures off the wall. The fall of man, the spring of grace, the face of mirth subdues the earth and brings all things to pass. The last is first, from word to verse a hearse. On and off like a halogen lamp. I feel this cramp sensation in my side just as the tides collide. I can't do this alone, so let it be known. I gain my strength to persevere and press the nectar from the stone. I'm going home, taking flight tonight's my night to escape and elate to join and airs up with the angels. Fate plays funny sometimes. I'm on the line and feeling fine. Every hour on the hour's growing closer. I'm traveling light, riding the tram, coming up close. I can see you, I am. You're my Jehovah. Children eat and drink for tomorrow we die. They say to me, how can it be when the dead is alive? I gave my life back, matter of fact, to rise above. Forever store my treasures in the kingdom above. I hear the trumpet sound, I can hear the angels now. Next up was the moon, my destination. Past the tomb, the heavens loom like accumulation clouds. The proud that doubted doom beyond the moon. It's just too late to warn the people. I am ruined here with guilt, cause I was scared outside the steeple. I regret not spreading the gospel of good news to everyone I passed along the street. I had to choose, I had a choice, I had a voice. I could have told those in my life, I could have this, I should have that. I would have said, I know the light that's burning through the crack of the door. I wanted more, captured like a portrait. I was changed like none before. I saw the score and stood up tall and swung the bat and struck the ball. I called my shot and he delivered the win. I'm born again. Lord, your word is true, and with your blood you dry my sin. Creation draped in linen, fit to walk the lane, forgiven. Seraphim proclaim his honor, covered head to foot, dominion of the God of all gods. On the throne alone is holy, holy, holy is your name. You are the only motion. I'll confess your robe of justice floods the rest. My lips unclean. I've seen too much of such as this. I can't exist. My desires die beside me. I've forgotten what's behind me. Blinded by your kindness in the canyons, you can't find me. So the ocean's valleys opened up wide, and so was I. Brought from out the shadows, lifted up and lifted high. I was carried across the sun. My fist was up and tight. Your grace save my soul. The days of old will never make that face. I'm on the rail now. I'm on the rail now. This place is crazy. Crazy.
Welcome to the laundromat, that's where I do my laundry at, to wash away the stains of pain I get when I'm outside of that. It's fashion or fulfillment whether or not I'm in the rain, or playing in the mud or washing out the stains of pain. So welcome to the laundromat, it's where I do my laundry at, to wash away the stains of pain I get when I'm outside of that. It's fashion or fulfillment whether or not I'm in the rain, or playing in the mud or washing out the stains of pain. So something new for the dry cleaners, a filthy rag and a bag of bones, an open book when it's time to look internally with certainty that currently the garment damaged wants to be refreshed, and pressed with love to dress our best and radiate with kindness, nothing less when we get messed up in a dirty dance with chances, answers, and a consequence. It comes to this feeling every time like I wasted common sense. Official issued uniform string heavy on the clothing line with undermines to sneak away and play with mud. That's fine if you like diseases, germs, burns, and creases. You can't return it once you worn it, earn forgiveness once you torn it. Ornaments and tassels for their houses when you store it. Closet muscle flock and torment, don't ignore it. He will pour it with some purified bleach. Preach the surface reach, you deep with tide be glorified. The laundromat to each, and all who fall in puddles when the rain is running down. Drown your fabric static free and wash in higher ground. It's like a bright brand new day, like a bright and brand new day. Welcome to the laundromat, where I do my laundry at, to wash away the stains of pain I get when I'm outside of that. It's fashion or fulfillment, whether or not I'm in the rain, or playing in the mud, or washing out the stains of pain. So welcome to the laundromat, or where I do my laundry at. Bring me out the dryer, rub me down with starch, string me from the wire in the sun. I'm feeling partial to that soft and warm performance of enormous grace. The Lord replaced with color, save compassion, and a little bit of joy a boy embraces. Once the dryer's spun and done for everyone, too many ways I've strayed away for days, indulge in filthy fun, embroidered with convictions never wanted but exist. The kiss that cursed my collar bothers me, I need this fix, so I just take it to the laundromat, where I do my laundry at. In fact, my life depends on endless cycles, washes, writers, righteous light. There's never idle currents, sheets and curtains, insane a spring that overflows. Will sew up all the soils that grow in hidden, close, exposed. So renovate the attic and electrify that static, and bring it back so that the stained impurities will disappear like magic. Like magic. Magic, magic. Oh, welcome to the laundromat, where I do my laundry at, to wash away the stains of pain I get when I'm outside of that. It's fashion or fulfillment, whether or not I'm in the rain, I'm playing in the mud, or washing out the stains of pain. So welcome to the laundromat, where I do my laundry at, to wash away the stains of pain I get when I'm outside of that. It's fashion or fulfillment, whether or not I'm in the rain, I'm playing in the mud, or washing out the stains of pain.
The stylish house frame furniture and the scarlet cushions.
Got to seek to understand before we seek to be understood. What good could come from putting down outstanding where they've stood? What should have been the best thing felt like sand between the fingers, and the stinger of the hornet swelling deep beneath, because I wouldn't seek to understand before I sought to be understood. What good can come from putting down outstanding where they've stood? What should have been the best thing felt like sand between my fingers, and the stinger of the hornet swelling deep beneath, because I wouldn't seek to understand. Remote from the cutthroat motorists and the odious mix of insidious militant rounders, down and without division. The founders lie by the images that they fall in. Pollen carries the burdens worldwide. We're fertilized where the girl died and capsized, running a pill till they backslide. I'm putting down what you pick up, and it's hard to get rid of like hiccups. An absolute to the 30 proof, acute to the broad, renowned to the odd, and caught in the crossfire. Body shocks when appalled them all by the social lion. Zion shakes the gates while the dead walk. It's blind for blind. Contour lines of a leather block with tape and escape the travesties of this place in a haste of bloodshed. Spread on the floor in red chalk. Every now and again, the how and the when connect to erect the center of faith in the face of dilemmas, enemas, anything that opens your eyes with chlorine. Portals to more than a boring day, sedated and stuck in the slump of morphine. Morbid in order for you by the annual calendar year. And now that I got your ear, I'm here by giving the right to inspire the listener. Risen is he and vividly given a name on the tongue of the devilish soul. Restore with his hands full of holes and holding the cold, atoning for all who call and is watching the cold, afraid of the marksman parked in the lot. Marksman parked in the lot. Do it if I free. We got to seek to understand before we seek to be understood. understood what good could come from putting down on standing where they've stood. What could have been the best thing felt like sand between your fingers, and the stinger of the hornet swelling up beneath because we wouldn't seek to understand before we sought to be understood. What good could come from putting down on standing where they stood? What could have been the best thing felt like sand between your fingers. Imagine that. What's it gonna take for us to realize how important we are on this planet? And how much God wants to have a relationship with us. I know it's hard to imagine, but here we go. Father, break my heart in two and show me that I need you. Throw your arms around me like a circle around the sun. I feel you laying bricks and blocks your temple stick with oxen in the courtyard. Raising walls with waterfalls and most afloat was cherished. Chariots of fire, no one dares to perish. Wire string from post to post, the Holy Ghost is in this man designing. Refining what is necessary for residing. Climbing in, you'll never go, you'll never leave, you'll never blow away. Just like the breeze you claim to be, it seems to me you got the keys to unlock what's possible. I see but don't believe. Your majesty, I cover all my shame before your name. And hate these things I do, but you're the one that took the blame. It shook the earth, I want the same. There's lions in my mind, I can't contain. The lamb was slain to reign again. If I remain in thee and you and me, the flame will be complete eternally. So edify my life, I want your light so I can be an architect who's licensed for construction in the land where man and woman strive for power. In the corporate tower, head in hand, and pouring forth the rain of life for nothing more than down the drain. You must explode across the world to change the plane and gain. It's hard enough to contemplate the spirit dwells inside. He carries me by grace when he's the one that died. He wants the lives of those who close eyes to bring them back. And he's called me as a servant to assist. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Just imagine that there's nothing we can do. Can you imagine? To waver all his love for us through actions. Just imagine. Riding high outside the lightning towards the sky. Imagine. Building people up to bring them up. His love's enough. Can you imagine that there's nothing we can do? Can you imagine? To waver all his love for us through actions. Just imagine. Riding high outside the lightning towards the sky. Imagine. Building people up to bring them up. His love's enough. Can you imagine? I can't. Check. I live to fit this paradigm, but hesitate to spare it. I'm too busy taking care of mine, so scared to share a peace of mind. I find it's all falling around inside my head, conflicted. Addicted to the wayward sway of stimulants, convicted. Convictions deep and down in conventional underground compartments. When convenient, I retrieve them, feel the guilt, and place them back. It's like a vicious cycle that I can't imagine actually tracks throughout my veins. Moving, can you feel it? Everything I'm living for means jack if I don't act on my beliefs and flee these seas. Where waters tall as mountains tumble down on those encountered because of me. Oh Lord, please no. Well, it sure feels like this when life is open wide. There's nothing I can do, without you I abide and lie here at your feet, these desires that I hide. My efforts have abandoned me, but still you're by my side. Imagine that, imagine catching up to touch your shadow, just enough to keep and crouch around your presence, round the gallows of this mighty vessel, stretching out beyond the heavens. Press on, reach out, hold strong, hold on before we're gone. Off into the sunset, far beyond assumption. Increase momentum, hail east, we stand for something. Raise the fist, resist the death of spirit as it should be. Break the bottle, full throttle, push the limit, follow me. Off into the sunset, long beyond assumption. Increase momentum, flashing west, he died for something. Raise the fist, resist the death of spirit, how it should be. So break the bottle, full throttle, push the boundary, follow me. advancement, no improvement. I use the same equip for years. Still working with the 90s and 2000 grinding years. And like Optimus once said, it's time to sign with Fuji. Like I never left the days of TDKs before you knew me. Blooming in the meadows of frustration raises strength. The music in the sample banks constrain the proper length. I need to pick up speed so I can charge the barricades of new techniques to feed the starving seed in me and clean my blades for sharper dice and smiles nice and tight in fear of what they'll say. Always have my guard up with excuses in the way. Today still feels like breakfast, cold and just began. It's gray as gray should be and will not start until I stand and make it begin. Breathe in the unseen and unheard, all knowing and in love, embrace and touch and still preserved. Center of my format, wish he hadn't wore that. Scarlet of the harlot, in conclusion it was so that me and you could live. It's done, the second stone's my own and so forgot I missed the one. Forgiveness coats me like protective lotion from the sun's scorching torches roaring to devour from his tongue. From his tongue. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's helped us along the way. You know who you are, and I just want to say thanks to all the supporters and whatnot. And so got to do my thing to say that. Thanks. Dormitory stories born without a form get scratched. Abort the batch of concepts in the soul that never hatched. New life, new times, new heart, new rhymes. No way to stay the course unless you press and watch the signs. Bind up in your duffel all your troubles and ascend. Remember, bend your knees when lifting heavy dreams until the end. And send your girl my love that saturates immensely. Yearn to never hunger, burn the lover with intensity. Entry into Exodus, aboard the bus right next to us was everyone I'd ever known and hurt with ill intention. Forgiveness 7-7, just as I forgave the same will you until the heavens roll back like a scroll and every prophecy unfolds. Bold text forward till index. Perplexed in some respects, congested steps in all directs. Today still feels like morning, it's cold and just began. It's gray as gray could be and will not start until I stand. It's gray as gray can be and will not start until I stand. It's gray as gray can be and will not start until I stand. All right, well, this last song is probably the worst song I've ever made in my whole life. It was made about 3 years ago. It's Optimus Rhymes' favorite song. It's really funny now when I hear it, because it's so bad. I hope you enjoy. See ya. Enter the magic circle with a conscience, heed the contents, ideas by an interest for the practice. Now invest your creation of a mind, time of the sun, the one who made you. Make a new physical, critical evolution erupting in the true. Few reminisce the bliss, make the fist relax, extract the grip of life, no eyes for the sight, invent the light, share the dream, extreme the height. Energy unfolds, hold the entities, roll the old, plenty ecstasies to go around. Relapse the founding elements and elegance of a pure embellishment. Toxic bodies thread like spokes we're hella bent. Nothing changed, the good of earth remains heaven sent, in a sense. Expand the fossils of the word, the trees, the rock, the herd, devote a note to the mist of the dead, led by the wrist, fed by the incapable, the uncommon, vomit from the exhaust, the lost, explored the unseen, and unclean beast awoke. A vision spoke to the silent, the sky fell ultraviolet, the culture's pilot plummets, the summit shed the red earth decrepit, a leopard to its own growth, we both provoked and increased the plane slope, the form stopped, gravity dropped while the world jumped. And the rest of us would walk, would walk. Work, the hurt will heal, spin the wheel, rotate and feel the land, stand alone, skip a stone, prune the home, prophesy the next appeal, climb the mill and catch the wind and live again. Recollect a size divine, twine the love, shove the seeds, read the pain, stain the cloth off the head, dreads combine, find my road, stride, divide my life with sticks and rain. Can we eat, wash the feet of kings, bring the flames, names, integrate hate and fear down the drain, paint the breath, the sheet, defeat, revenge, lend a hand, blame, rewards, release, ignite the swords, decrease the heat, unite man in space, and chase the spleen into the night. Come on y'all, let's make it right.